Good morning, Facebookers and possibly TikTokers, maybe, if I keep this under 10 minutes, which I highly doubt. I am back. I have been MIA for a while. I've been doing so much. I don't even know where to begin for telling you guys all my updates, so I'm just gonna ramble. It's been rough. I would say it's been a productive, rough. How long have I been gone? We were doing the self-love workbook, I think, the last time we were together on here. And I needed to really take a step back and dive into some inner baggage, some darkness that was consuming me. And so what I wanted to say right away is really get grounded, folks, and raise your vibration. Keep your vibration high, because that's going to keep a safe space for the energy that wants to, I don't want to say attack, but for lack of better words, influencing you. Okay, so keep your vibrations high, however you do that, to stay kind of out of your head and in your heart space. Now, for me, I listen to a lot of music, and at work, I am able to listen to music with headphones, and sometimes I have a stand-up desk. And so sometimes I'll even stand up and just get movement, and that will help raise my vibration, or, singing, exercising, eating, focusing on some better nutrition, getting more water, getting more sleep, taking more baths, getting outside, anything that can raise that vibration and really get you into your heart space and just make you feel more bliss instead of dismiss. All right. So, what else do I want to talk about? We are going to get into the last chapter of the self-love. It's probably going to be in a couple weeks. So exciting news. We are committing to a dog, a puppy. So we found her on Pet Finder. We went to see her yesterday. Her name is Lola. We think she's Chihuahua part Dingo. I don't know if Dingo is the actual breed, but if you Google Dingo, this is what she looks like mixed with Chihuahua. So in the next couple weeks, we are going to be in full-blown puppy mode. We're getting her this Thursday, and Saturday is the Witches Ball event at the Lismore. I believe it starts at 10. Travis and I are going to be there as vendors this year. We helped last year. This year we are going to be as vendors. I'm going to be selling a plethora of things. Travis will be doing his Reiki. And the shaman. He does a shaman Reiki as well. And I will be doing the oracle card readings and selling all of the jazzy things that I've been making, since last show. So we talked about the dog. We talked about all the stuff that's been coming forward. If you're in my close family and friends network, I recently, kind of just out of the whim, I guess Spirit was kind of telling me to get off my antidepressants. And I don't know if it's like, there are really no coincidences, but for you, how do I say that? For you that are still kind of on the fence with all this spiritual, woo-woo stuff, coincidentally, I'll just say it, that I feel so much better. I have released a lot. I've been crying. I would say I've cried pretty much all of August. August was brutal. It was the, what was that in August started the Lionsgate portal. And I'm a Virgo. So where's my Virgos? Like, who are my Virgos on here? Because yeah, just the Virgo energy is super, super intense. I'm trying to find the comments here. Oh, hello. Why did this do that? Hang on, folks. Okay, there we go. I wanted to see who was watching. Hello, Kathy. So August Virgo energy totally ripped me a new asshole. I felt basically like I was grieving. I had reached out to a couple of mentors, and you're like, yep, rebirth, and it just felt like I was letting go of everything. And I was sad like all the time, and stuff was just coming at me. Like anxiety was super intense. My physical pain was intense, lower back pain, headaches, the hip pain was back. Not to mention all the like abandonment issues. Just everything has been so intense since the end of July up to now. I've got a handle on it. And then like they say, you're not supposed to go off your antidepressants cold turkey, but guess what? Guess who does things not by the rules? Me. So I did not listen, and I just went off cold turkey. Now, granted, I was only on it probably since last December, so there wasn't like a long duration, but still they advise you not to do that. But I did that, and now I'm taking some supplements to help with adrenal support. I have been on that. The brand name is Standard Process. It comes in like a tablet, and there's no fillers. I feel the best on that. I can tell when I don't take that. I've also taken another one to help with my estrogen and the hot flashes. So I 100% believe that if the ladies out there are experiencing early onset menopause symptoms, this is on purpose. I truly believe, you can call me a bullshitter. I don't care at this point. I truly believe where I was 2 years ago, because I'm in post. I've been in post probably it'll be 2 years now it's September. So I've been in post, and I just turned 49. So technically, that's early to be in post. Usually it takes like longer. So either I was already in menopause for so many years before this, and it was just so, what I want to say, like subtle and vague that the symptoms didn't really apply to me or didn't affect me until I embarked on a spiritual journey. So regardless if you are embarking or committing or even remotely attuned into a spiritual awakening or the spiritual lifestyle, get ready, because there are so many of my female people in my network that have been coming to me, because if they're close to me and they hear me talk about it, they know that I've been in post for 2 years now. And my symptoms were insanely intense depression, intense body pain, intense emotions. Just it affected every area of my life. It affected my job, my self-esteem, my marriage, my body, my physical body, my momentum, my everything, my nutrition, everything about me as a person in my skin suit and in the spiritual realm was totally affected by this major shift. And it came on like overnight. It really, I swear it came on overnight. And so what I want to say to the ladies out there that are, say, they're experiencing like this kind of out of nowhere menopausal symptoms, it's because the universe is telling us, hey, no more bullshit. No more bullshit. No more hiding. We are raising your vibration. And that's why you're hot. Because light is and we are in a different type. The earth is changing, believe it or not. If spiritual or not spiritual, this is science. The earth is changing, and it is creating a different frequency. And so it's hitting us females, not just males, but hitting us females specifically with the menopausal symptoms. And I think it's because this is a little tapping into spirit, a little bit of science, a lot of experience, is that we're ready. And hello, Chantal. It's hitting us with menopausal symptoms because what are menopausal symptoms? They're not fun. They are uncomfortable. There's night sweats, hot flashes, weight gain, indigestion, constipation, moodiness, lack of libido, all those things that I would say not negative, but they're unhelpful. And if you are starting to experience them one on top of the other, this is a bitch slap in the face, people, to get your shit situated, because we need to be on board and we need to be of a higher frequency, a higher vibration, to combat with the energy that the earth is throwing at us, because earth is changing. It's different. It's totally different. It's a science thing, really. And it's waking us up. It's tapping us on the shoulder and say, yeah, all these things that you've been burying and trying to pretend that they don't exist and that they've never happened and that you're okay. Well, guess what? They're going to come to the surface in many symptoms. Mine came as anxiety. Mine came on my shadows. So anything related to childhood trauma, anything with abandonment issues, grief, loss, despair, depression, anything that you are not dealing with on a deep spiritual inside level is going to come forward. Trust me, it's going to come forward. Things are going to start to be revealed, and that is the energy of this powerful new moon eclipse that we have just embarked this last week. And I've pulled some cards. We're going to get to the cards, people. We're going to get to the cards. I just have so much to say, and I want to keep going. I want to keep the momentum. So comment on here, ladies, if you've been experiencing anything related to you and your feminine and your female reproductive area, or any kind of symptoms. Like I said, I have gotten off my antidepressants. I feel so much better. I wouldn't say it's 100% just from the going off of the antidepressants, but I have found many new tips and tools, breathing exercises. I'm meditating more. I'm journaling more. I'm walking outside more. I'm taking different. I'm breathing different. I'm stopping dead in my tracks when I can sense a trigger. I'm more aware of my triggers and asking myself, okay, does this really have anything to do with my current situation and why I'm triggered at this moment? Probably not, 100%. I have realized that there are certain things in my marriage that have been triggering me lately. Just that those are the triggers. The things that are happening in my relationship are the triggers, but they have nothing to do with anything in my relationship. It's deeper than that. So I have gone super deep into the shadows of my abandonment issues, and how that has conditioned me and my life and my essence and my decision-making skills since then. And I feel like a different person since I've actually been able to go back and open that can of worms, bring it to the surface, deal out the cards and go, okay, like this is heavy, like this is a plethora of shit that we need to delve on and look at, where is this coming from? And then what do we do about it? And then how do we stop it from burdening us and dimming our light? Because it's in the past. It's in the past. It has no valid to be here except to teach us a lesson. That's all that is. I recently did it was really cool. Colette Barron-Reed. Love my Colette. Love you, Colette. I hope you watch this. That'd be so cool. Colette Barron-Reed did a past life regression session through Zoom the other night, this last week. It was $49. I would say there was hundreds of people on there, and she takes you into a meditative state of mind, and you are able to kind of imagine and create and use a collective meditative energy to go back into your past lives. And it was interesting because there was some of my past lives that really kind of made sense with some of the burdens that I've been carrying on in different, like real, my body, skin suit situations. So it was really cool. I feel very different since that night. I am integrating everything that has coming forward, some tears, some happy, a lot of letting go. What else do we want to talk about that? I need a drink. Whew. How is everybody else doing? Like, what's everybody's struggles lately? I have been MIA, and, you know, I feel like I've been so like looking inward lately. I'm kind of out of touch with, you know, the Facebook world, and haven't really been on Facebook that much to ask questions, you know, and look at people's posts. And so how is everybody doing with this weird, wacky, evolutionary energy in the world lately? It's crazy. The synchronicities. Okay. I have found 3 dead crows. Oh, hello. I don't want to murder your beautiful name, but is it like Giuseppe? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Gigi, I'm going to call you. Thanks for watching, Gigi. Where was I? Oh, 3 dead crows. So I live in the Northwest, and crows are everywhere. And so I have seen on this Facebook post a while, this gal, she had come across a dead crow, and she took it and she cleaned it all up, and she made this beautiful artwork, and it really inspired me to make my own. So of course, you know, I'm a wonderful manifester. My psychic says I'm a really good at manifesting. So I manifested that I would come across a dead crow. Of course, the crow would have already, like, you know, done his purpose, his or her purpose, and moved on with life. You know, I wasn't going to go shoot one with a BB or anything, or try to run one down with my car or anything. I found one in my path, cleaned it all up. It's beautiful now. It's all bleached. I have the skull, I have the feathers, and I'm going to make some beautiful artwork with it this winter. So, and then I found another one on my property, and I'm like, okay, is it something that I've been feeding him? So I Googled it, and I'm like, nope, there wasn't anything. It just must have been a fluke. So 2 weeks ago, I found number 3. Now, side note, our business name that me and my husband have branded is called Third Crow Energies. It's bananas, the synchronicities and the coincidences that have been happening for us. It's just, it's crazy, especially with this puppy now, and the way that my oracle deck is coming forward. So, all right, there it is, the oracle deck. So if you've been following me, you know that I've had this dream of creating my own oracle deck. That is my modality that I use to use the divine messages. So I'm a conduit. And I have had a dream of mine of creating my own oracle card deck. So, without further ado, it is ready for launch. A good friend of mine, Miss Jaden, she is the artist of the 2 top cards. So this one she drew, and this one she drew. So thank you, Miss Jaden. I miss you and I love you. So you see how we have like kind of a yin and a yang here? And these are not associated with the image that's on the back of the card. Oh, you know what? I should have did backwards with this. Gosh darn it. I forget how to do that. I think you have to I can't remember how to do that. I should have switched it because now they're backwards. But anyways, you guys get the point. So this one says opportunities. So what I did is, my story is in the guidebook. There's also a guidebook that goes with, so it's 40 cards. And there's a story in there where I tell how this idea was birthed. So it was 2 years ago, I had pulled a muscle. Should have known better. I was wheeling around a wheelbarrow with too much in it, and I pulled a major muscle in my neck, and I didn't do anything about it until September or October, and I think I did it in July or August of 2 years ago. So it really put me down. I wasn't able to work out. I wasn't able to even garden. Anything I did for a longer than, say, 3 to 5 minutes would put a lot of strain on my neck. So like prepping and cooking, anything with my neck down was very, very painful. And I had to go to physical therapy. I got dry needling done and at Midwest Physical Therapy in town. Thank you, Andy. You brought me back to life. So I had plenty of time to journal and really reflect. So what Spirit was telling me this whole time was, okay, when you're sitting in your recliner and you're icing everything, what I want you to do is take your oracle card decks, because I've had several at that time already. I have several more now because that was 2 years ago. But I would pull a card every day from the current oracle card deck, and I would read from the script, but then I would also interpret it in how I interpreted it, and then I would journal. So a lot of my inspiration for the script in the book, so see, it's easy reading, it's small, it's for little hands, and it's for, our senior hands, because we're getting older. Hello, Carissa. Did I say that right? Carissa? Or Carissa? Chris, I'm going to call you Chris. I apologize if I'm murdering these names, but thank you for watching. And so I got inspired by Divine and by the oracle card deck that I was using. And so the actual script came before the oracle card deck, before the actual images. And then I found an AI app online, and it was inexpensive. It's called StableCog. And what StableCog did is you type in, you got to choose from different artist categories. And at the time, I just kind of like went in, and I'm just like, I was blinded. I'm like, I'm just going to start poking and picking and doing stuff. So I wanted to do anime. I don't think there's a lot of anime oracle card or spiritual stuff out there. And I wanted to bring something that was different. I wanted to bring something that was to the trendy teenagers and the young people out there, because I want to promote self-healing. Hello, Amanda. I wanted to promote self-healing, right away, as soon as they're out of the womb, basically. We need to let our young children and our youth know that we have the power to heal ourselves. And if we can stop some of this burden and attachment styles and trauma, and teach our children how to self-soothe and how to heal themselves and to how to let go and to forgive and love themselves, it's going to help, when we're dead and gone, hopefully. So my idea for the anime was to target a different kind of audience, young and old. So that's why there's 40 cards. It's a smaller deck. It's a little bit bigger than a deck of cards. They're not thick. They're not thin. I believe there's detail, but not too much, just enough. And I believe that everyone that purchases this deck will connect with it on some way, shape, or form. I think the cards are beautifully designed. I had so much fun after I figured out how to navigate around this app. And then I had a printing company in Eau Claire print them out for me. So that is the deck. And after we read from the Eclipse book, we're going to pick 1 or 2, maybe 3, who knows, out of this deck, and then we'll read from the book. So those are for sale for $25. So at the event on Saturday that my husband and I will be doing, it's called the Witches Ball. It is at the Lismore Hotel in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. It starts at 10. I think it's all day, 10 to 4. But I have added, I'm going to do a bundle bag. So in the bundle bag, if you purchase the Oracle card deck, you get the 40 card deck with the script and the guidebook to go with it for $25. For $40, I am including in a selenite stick in your bundle bag. You get a authentic Palo Santo stick from Mexico. I have made a little protection keychain / you can hang it wherever. It's got sea jasper, howlite, clear quartz, and I think this is sodalite, the blue. And then, of course, the black tourmaline. So these are all like protection for your car. So you get that in there. And then I also made fans for your Palo Santo stick. So you get all this in the bundle, plus you get a journaling notebook that I hand decorated, and you get a laminated bookmark. And a pen. I forgot those pens are over there. But you get the bag bundle, you get the journal, you get the Oracle card deck, you get the pen. All that is for $40. And if you just want to buy the bundle, I would be happy to sell that for $15. So that is what I am promoting. A bunch within. I am going to be selling some 1111 signs. I'm going to be selling some bracelets. I have more wish jars. I can't remember all of the other stuff. I think there's a couple bracelets to be sold. But I'm going to be really pushing this Oracle card deck. If you are out of town, out of state, or out of the country, message me here privately or on my personal, however you want to message me on here, about getting, if you want to buy the deck, I can ship it to you. If you want the bundle, I can ship that to you, or if you want it to both, reach out to me privately and we can come up with an arrangement to get this wonderful thing to you. I have been really told by Spirit to push the words, like get your words out there, get your words out there, get your words out there. All right, so let's pull the card. I pre-pulled this card because I wanted to talk about the new moon eclipse. Isn't that, oh, look at that. Okay, I don't know if you guys see it, but it looks really different on here, on the phone, versus in person. It's really weird. I like it. We did not get to see the eclipse here. It was more like in California. So, but you could go online. I looked for it on TikTok and some people were showing it, so it was pretty cool. So I'm going to read from the book about the new moon eclipse card, which is a expect powerful change. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attune to the moon. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. So roll with it. Roll with it. If it's painful, let it hurt. It's temporary. Trust me, it's temporary. This is an important turning point in your life. The new moon eclipse are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. I love that, and that resonated, and that confirmed everything that I had been dealing with. You'll hear me talk about this a lot. Pain is on purpose. Pain is definitely on purpose. Pain is there to, and you know, like triggers. Triggers are there to tap us out and to get our attention. At least that's how I experience my triggers. They are there, and when they come back, and they keep coming back, and they keep coming back, and no matter what I do, I can't get them out of my head. Sometimes triggers come to me as intrusive thoughts, if you kind of suffer from the OCD, which I think I have a little bit of that, we probably all do, but I have to really be careful when my intrusive thoughts come in, because my ego just wants to do pity party and go, oh, woe me, you have these triggers and you have these negative thoughts. And I have to really watch myself, because depending on where I'm at with my, my self-esteem and my journey and my self-love, I really have to really set some inner self boundaries and go, no, no, no. Like, we are not going to engage in this. We are not indulging. Like, you really have to babysit yourself. You really have to babysit your mind. And it really, all it is in your mind. It's just a thought. Let it go. Thank it for coming forward. If you can't deal with it at the moment, that's what I have to do. Sometimes it comes to me at work. So I believe sometimes work is just a portal for stupid shit that comes up. And, lots of triggers from all the extra different dynamic energy, we'll just call it that, that comes up when you're in a workplace. That's for me. And so I really have to kind of go, no, thank you, but we will open this up later after I can meditate. And sometimes I don't even need to go. Sometimes it's just a wash. Sometimes ego will be like, oh, fine then, you're not going to deal with this, or you're not going to give me the attention. Fine, I'll go do something else. So sometimes it's just a matter of just like not indulging in my ego. Any questions so far? I hope you guys would watch this later, because this is a really in-depth, lots of information that I am vomiting here. So let's go ahead and pull a card from the deck. Now the title of the deck is Words to Live By. And each card has an image, of course, and a word and a number. There's 1 through 40. And so I tried to, when I was writing the script, and the script came first before the images. So when I was trying to get the images out of my head and onto paper, or onto the app, it really allowed me to use my imagination and go, okay, like, what does this word represent? And what does it represent to me? And how can I put these words to an image to help, people connect the two? So we're talking a lot about the eclipse and the powerful energies and the evolution. And we talked a lot about like menopause symptoms. Sorry for the guys watching out there. I keep telling my husband he should start like a men's support group on our business channel, our business page, the third crow energies. Because I have the intuitive minds. But then I also like to cross-post stuff on our together page. And I keep telling him, I'm like, you really should do a support group for men. Because what if men have all these odd questions that they're embarrassed to talk about on either, TikTok or the Facebook, or even to bring up, maybe they don't want to have their close friends know that they're feeling certain ways, and maybe sometimes talking to just a stranger that has gone through it, So I wish you would. I think it would really take off. Okay. So the question that I'm going to ask the cards, obviously it will be for the collective highest good, but I want to go a little bit deeper and ask the cards and ask Divine, what is the lesson or the direction or the advice that you can give us in this very moment right now that can just help us a little bit day by day, step by step, breath by breath, just to get us out of our head and out of our ego, and just to find more peace, forgiveness, self-forgiveness, and more peace in, so that we can kind of expel peace outward. Does that make sense? Did I explain that? Thank you. Like, of course you did, Tanya, in a million words. All right. So the card that I'm picking from the deck is survival. Let you guys look at this. Survival. So it's a girl or a boy. A lot of these cards are gender neutral. It looks like this particular individual, they are holding a cactus. And there's like, a compass. The number is 16. Looks like a compass. Survival. So in order to survive all these different energies and symptoms and things that are just coming up and out of nowhere, how are you supposed to survive through that? And what's coming forward right now is just get back to the basics, which resonates with me. Because when I had asked this question, like, what am I supposed to do? I just feel like I'm being pushed and pulled into so many different directions. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know if I should feel this way, how to feel this way. I have all these emotions. I need to just sort them out and deal with them, each one. So what Divine told me when I asked that question is get back to the basics. And so what that meant to me is get back to the principles that I started preaching when I first started this Facebook page, was the basics. Power of positivity. Start just being positive. Start thinking and catching yourself, being more aware of when you start to go down that negative Nelly path, Find something to turn off that trigger, or to trigger it in the opposite direction into a helpful, more positive outcome, or state of mind, or thought, or emotion. Not that I want you to not deal with it, but a lot of the times, those unhelpful negative thoughts, they're there to kind of make us no, you can't do that. And it's like low self-talk. Shame, self-shame talk. So back to the basics. Power of positivity, law of attraction, just practice gratitude, journal a little bit every day. There's online decks that you don't need, there's apps that you don't even need to buy a physical oracle card deck. Find something in your life spiritual or not spiritual, whatever, we're all connected. It doesn't matter what you call it. Find something in your life once a day that you can step out of your head and just into your heart. I like to walk. I like to walk and just feel the breeze on my face, on my body, really absorb it, and just look around and see what I see. And that's when I get like inspired, is just being outside in my walk. You know, maybe it's just getting back to, you know, exercising more, or doing a hobby that we stopped doing for a while, or maybe it's just reaching out to a friend that we haven't talked to. Find one thing a day. One thing a day. I preach this a lot. Find one thing a day that brings you a little bit of peace, even if it was just for 5 minutes. If it's you know, reading, getting to a book that you haven't read, or making something, or building something, or cooking, or eating a food that you really like to make or that really tastes good. Find one thing a day that brings you some peace and bliss. And if you don't know what those are, then I suggest you start exploring and start making a list of maybe some things that you used to do in the past. You know, if you don't know what you like to do now, find out what you used to like late, you know, start making a list, journal of things that you enjoyed earlier in life, in your, you know, and see if that will stimulate or motivate you, or encourage you and influence you to maybe, oh, I don't know if I still like that. Well, maybe you need to try it again. Maybe you need to do it again to find out if you still like it. Maybe you'll like it in a different way. Maybe you'll like it more than what you did before. So don't wait for your destiny to come to you. You can create your own destiny. Get out there. So I'm going to read from the book, Survival. I think we'll pull one more card after this. Survival. All right. To the outsider, the cactus looks dangerous and unapproachable. But to the cactus, its sharp and pointy thorns are only used when threatened. Are you strong like the cactus? Can you withstand harsh and difficult environments? Be gentle with yourself when your land goes barren. Save your energy and look for resources that replenish what you have lost. Remember where your roots are when you feel fear and despair. We are deeply rooted into every element of the earth, the universe. We are gifted with the bravery and strength to weather any storm and will remain tall and anchored in the weakest of moments. I really like that. I don't have these memorized, and they are my words. So it's just interesting. It's like reading your old journals. I don't know. It's just bliss. To me, it's bliss. I really like that. Does that resonate with anybody? I know I've been rambling on. Not rambling. I was corrected. This isn't rambling. This is info. This is insightful info. I'm going to shuffle again and just pull another card to go on what the universe can... Where's my notebook? What the universe would like us to do today. What is the word? So, okay, so use the word, Tanya. So the deck, the word on the card is what we're going to work on today. The rest of the day and into tomorrow and into maybe next week, and maybe you need to integrate it into, you know, this next month. I'm going to shuffle. All right. So what is the word? The word that comes up on this first card for the collective is the word that we are going to focus on for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, and the rest of the month. Oh, interesting. Affirmation. That's so, like we said, back to the basics. This is a great way to get back to the basics. Affirmation. Isn't that gorgeous? These were so much fun to create, you guys. There's so much funness. Funness? Is funness a word? Yes, it is, of course. There's so much funness in working with anime. It really opened up my creative, you know, like, kind of like what is cool as a teenager nowadays. So, all right. So, affirmation. Well, we all know what an affirmation is. It's affirming something. It's those power of positivity words. It's the words, it's the phrases that get us out of our head and into our heart and into our heart space. And we need more of that. It's vibration. So, okay, back to what we talked about with the higher vibration. So when you practice affirmations, whatever they are, you can write them yourself. You can get a calendar. You can, there's actual like decks that you can buy that'll do an affirmation every day, and then you can think on that affirmation every day. That's what I like to do. I like to be stimulated every day with stuff. I like homework. So back to the basics, like affirming the good stuff, you know, being grateful for what we already have, using the resources, using what we already have to get us through those hard days. I like that a lot. All right. Everyone needs a little pat on the back and a compliment here and there. Those words can be of small significance or of huge, powerful impact. However it gets delivered to you, know that it is a gift from the universe to lift you up and open up a little more space for you to shine your light a little brighter. There's a powerful energy in the positivity we put into ourselves and to others. It can manifest automatically and be reciprocated without effort if practiced more and more. Mantras are a great tool to use to boost confidence and to validate our values and to bring our self-worth back to center. I am worthy. I am loved. I am enough. Say that again, folks. I am worthy. I am loved. I am enough. Well, that was just a teaser. If I do more lives, when I do more lives, I will be using this deck. Spirit has been really telling me, use the deck, use the deck, use the deck. This is what you put your blood, sweat, tears into for the last, like literally, blood. Me and my husband were just talking about this because when I picked him up on, what day was it? Friday. I picked them up on Friday. They were done at the printer. And they were all mixed up. They weren't in order. And I was looking at this big pile of the cards. And I'm like, Travis, I said, there in that pile sits blood, sweat, and tears. Because like there are emotions in those words that I had to go through. And so it's just, it's what I needed. I needed to create this deck to get me through my issues. And I know that you can use this deck to get through your issues as well and to shine more light and to raise your vibration. That is the goal. That is my purpose with this deck. That is my purpose with these lives, with my Facebook group, and myself in my human skin suit. That is my purpose. All right. I have given you guys so much to think about. Replay this because there's something for everyone that you watched it and you listened and I talk kind of fast, but watch it again because there is something in there for everyone that they missed the first time. And even I will watch this again because there's something for me. There's something for me to learn and to hear when I watch on replay. So I don't know when we're going to get to the last part of the self-love book. I do kind of want to do another book. Not sure. I'm working on a book right now about manifesting. So I don't know if I want to indulge in that or do go to abandonment. So if you're watching here or if you watch on replay, please comment. And we are still doing the discounted Oracle card promo for the end of the month. So I don't know if I will do it. Maybe I'll do, if you put it in October, it might not be for the drawing at the end of October, but I might push it through into November just because this is the first time I've been on here for November. So comment in the comments deck, the word deck, and your name will go into the drawing at the end of November. Let's do the end of November for a discounted Oracle card reading. It can be online or in person. All right? Do it all. I love you all. Thanks for coming back and seeing me. I'm so happy to be back. I feel so much better inside and out. I'm just like all giddy and bubbly. I told my husband, I'm like, I haven't felt this way in a long time. And I feel good about feeling good. I feel good about feeling good. That'll be my mantra today. Feel good about feeling good, folks. I love you all. Watch again, comment, reach out to me. I'm here for you, all right? Love you. Have a great day.